Hey everyone, welcome back to the M&R show. I'm Ron.
And I'm Malcolm.
And you see we got our barbershop talk episode, rivalry week edition. We got the Dallas Cowboys on one side. You got the Washington football team on the other side. And Malcolm said he was inclined to start this episode.
Hey, most definitely. Ron, before we even start, let's just understand before we even start this picture. You see who the Washington football team fans are in this chat right now. We are highly representing the Washington football team. And then look at the Cowboys fans, and they only have one person representing the team.
And he's holding down for sure.
It's just disrespectful. You know, it just shows who is the better team. But let's just start. Let's make sure we start this before we, let's get to the barbershops talk and actually talk, because I'm ready for this. Because at the first beginning of the season, Cowboys thought that they were good, that they was riding the season, that they was fine with a 7-1 record, and then now they lost 3 straight games. And here goes Washington football team with four game win streak starting at 6-6. Actually, we're 2 games behind. We got 5 division games left on the season, and the Cowboys have been struggling as of late. We talk about their 8 wins and how good they are. They need to be a Super Bowl contender. The 2 wins, they only won against 2 teams over 500, and that's the New England Patriots, and that's the Chargers off of a call that I don't want to talk about. But at the end of the day, let's just understand this: the Cowboys fans get a point in their life where they're so happy about a win, and they start being happy, enjoying, thinking this and that. But at the end of the day, we have a lot left to go at the end of the season. My prediction was Washington was going to win the division.
Jeez.
And guess what? It's looking doggone good right now. I tell you that now.
Let me clock in.
You can go ahead and clock in. I just want to make sure we know. But before we start, I want to make sure Dak has been struggling as of late. After having begun the season with almost before the bye week, he was having the games that he was having.
Let's not get on your quarterback. Let's not get on your quarterback.
Let my man talk.
Exactly. Let me talk now.
It's like a top 5 MVP campaign to me.
Struggling.
All right. Think of this. After the bye week, we seeing that Dak's having a struggle with the game, especially against the Raiders. He was struggling. I know he did good at the end, but he was struggling to be able to do what he has to do. Now, let's say the play calling has been bad so far too, has been a little questionable this far. Not using that run game with Tony Pollard and Zeke Elliott when you have receivers out and Amari Cooper and them boys. I think that's a problem that we've seen going on. And to be honest, we have a long season to go, and this is when we're going to see this weekend of what Washington is going to do. But you can go ahead and talk.
For one, all I have to say is the ceiling for the Cowboys isn't just winning the division. It's not about the division for us. We're gonna win the division. That's a given.
Okay.
The ceiling is the bowl. That's the goal. Is the bowl.
That's
we don't need to be in the same conversation.
The bowl.
Like, you talk about my quarterback. We don't want to talk about your quarterback and your offense. We don't want to talk about that because that's gonna get very ugly for y'all very fast. We don't want to talk about that.
Sure.
What bowl we talking about?
That's what you see what
Stereo Bowl?
We talking about the Iron Bowl? We talking about the Iron Bowl they trying to get full?
The Super Bowl that y'all will never see. That's what we talking about. We know the level of y'all like.
So
second wins, second and third round. That's y'all. That's what y'all like.
That means 3 wins in the playoffs. 3.
I mean, 7-9 to win the division last year. You proud of that?
I mean, where were y'all? Y'all was in the same division, was it?
I'd rather go. It's worse. Let me ask you a question though. We were 7-9. Earlier you mentioned that you're not going to talk about the penalty or the call that happened against the Chargers.
That's correct.
Let's all be real. Y'all wouldn't be on the 4-game winning streak if they would have called the PI holding Sunday against the Raiders.
Okay, and we hold on. Time out. We would have had a first down if they didn't do what they did against Logan Thomas when they was holding Logan Thomas when it was a pass. There's a couple of times
we talking about at the end of the game
calls.
Yeah.
When it mattered the most and doing the most.
Of the game. I mean, we can't do it about the away team.
Y'all snuck that win against the Chargers for one. If y'all want to be technical, y'all snuck that one against the Raiders. That's simple. Oh man, Las Vegas. That's what they say.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real with it though. These last few games we've been looking. I mean, I'm honestly liked our gameplay. Time of possession, You know, I see longer drives. Heineke, what is he? 23 for 30 the last game. Like decision making starting to get a little bit better. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I mean, shoot, 18 tuds, 11 picks, first year starting quarterback. I mean, he's what? 20. Give me right. 25.
28, I think.
Yeah.
8.
No, he's about 28.
Hey, let's not forget. I'm gonna add to you. Since the bye week, he's had 8 touchdowns and 2 picks. So let's make sure
you support your course. Like, I like the game plan. I think we've been switching it up. You know what I'm saying? Running the ball a lot more. Our total offense against all our opponents, we've ran 778 plays to 724. We're on the field longer. If we can keep dacking them off the field, I don't see this. I mean,
I don't see that happening at all.
That's how they win the game, though.
That's
the way you win the game
is
you run the ball. If you try to make it a shootout between Taylor Heineke and Dak Prescott, it will be an embarrassment on the field on Sunday. And that's my take right here, right now. It won't be that. So that's the way you win this game with the O-line. But the only question is the O-line for the Washington is very good this year. It's probably been the underrated unit versus that's been the Cowboys' overrated unit.
About to say,
but it's just this is new. This is just a bad week for Washington because this is the Cowboys just get healthy at the right time. That's the hurt part.
Everybody's back.
Our starting tackle hasn't played one game this year.
We've seen the Cowboys at full strength one time. We've seen the Cowboys at full strength one time. We got one game, everybody.
We see Gallimore all year. So our starting defensive tackle has not played a game. This is his first game of the season. He's coming back. Randy Gregory
he's hungry. Very hungry.
D-Law, this is his third game of the season.
Third game.
Yeah.
Randy Gregory. We had 4 games.
Sure.
We had more key injuries than y'all, I believe.
I was about to
say.
And
we 4-2 on the road.
I was about to say.
Yeah,
we had way more key injuries
and we're bringing about people to our offensive line, and we're bringing back J.D. McKissick and Landon Collins, who's coming back this week.
Well, who's Collins supposed to be guarding? Shaw? Yeah. You're doing drugs.
Let's not forget the new position that Landon. Bring him back. Listen. The new position that Landon Collins has been doing so far the past couple of weeks.
Doing what?
Selling that. So I think that Landon Collins provides he has good value to our defense. And the fact that y'all say that Landon Collins is doing bad, because it's not true. If you look at the games, you look at
we just said we want him on Shaw.
That's not true.
We didn't say what he's been doing. We just said we like our matchup with him and Shaw. We didn't say what he was going to do. We just like Shaw better.
The real question is, who's William Jackson check?
The third.
William Jackson.
Stop it.
But look,
y'all got good receivers, man. Like we just gonna drove a game trying to shut it down.
3,000 yard receivers.
So I like the William Jackson comment, but who's Anthony Brown checking?
I say Curtis Samuel.
Right now.
He's gonna check Tissue Boy, the guy that's always hurt. He never played the game. He got $84 million from y'all. To get that guy. That's who you check.
We didn't
act like the Cowboys.
I like this being a good game for Washington.
Let's not act like the Cowboys defense has been playing great.
We just came off a 4-pick game and a pick 6. Remember?
We have 19.
Taysom Hill. Taysom.
Back who had surgery.
We have 19.
When have y'all defense ever done that this year? I'm just confused.
Against Taysom Hill.
We're gonna see what we do.
We really don't got too many bad defensive games here, though.
Hey, Ron,
whatsoever.
I'm better than Taysom Hill.
You saw how many picks Tom Brady threw against us? 3.
Exactly. And look, we pick off goats. Like we pick off Hall of Fame people. Like Mahomes, y'all pick off.
Oh my God.
Mahomes, Brady. Come on, now we pick off people with names.
Mahomes beat y'all, correct?
I'm sorry.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
How many points did they drop on y'all?
Hey, hold on.
They beat y'all too, right?
I might be confused.
But
I might
be scored 19 on our defense.
They
scored 30 plus on y'all defense.
Thing is, I might be confused for a sec, but did we only allow 15 points for the Oakland Raiders when they allowed 30 points?
36, actually.
Oh.
They had a party on y'all.
My bad, Law. Thanks for correcting me, Law.
We went to overtime.
So what? Y'all went to overtime.
But also, that's not fair because again, we didn't have DeMarcus Lawrence, we didn't have Randy Gregory, we didn't have Gallimore. Like these guys ain't play though. That's not the case against y'all though. It won't be.
We didn't have Collins.
Our O-line is bad.
Collins is
Collins, Montez. We didn't have Lennon Collins, Montez, or Chase Young. I'm sorry.
But okay, I'm sorry. We can't talk about Chase.
But you got to play what you have to play with.
We can't talk about. I'm just saying he won't be back for this game.
He can because he's a part of our team. We can name him.
No, you can't name him because
this how y'all part of our name.
He won't return though. I'm not naming Jabril Cox. You won't see this kid. He's out this season. I can't name him.
You said Jabril Cox compared to Chase Young. Come on, make it make sense.
Compared to Lennon Collins, you sign me up for Jabril. You sign me up for Jabril.
Sign me up all
right now and cover that. You sign me up for Jabril. So, but we're not gonna name him because he's not coming back. We're talking about for this game this week. Who's gonna be on the field? Y'all have a strategy to win. Will it stick to the strategy though? The Cowboys, if what you do, they have the Washington football team needs to get ahead.
Will be back this week.
Gotta get ahead. They can't be chasing us. That's how I think the game be ugly. Now, if we're chasing y'all, then you never know, we might throw a pick or Zeke fumbles or stuff happens when you're behind. Who's going to get that 14-point lead, that 10-point lead?
I don't see that happening early though, man.
Yeah, me either.
I don't see that happening early. Like
I see it being, I think it's gonna be a slow game. I think it's definitely gonna be slow. It's definitely gonna come down to it. But I think the fact that we just had a lot more skill, like on both sides of the ball, in comparison to Washington, that's gonna beat us out. Like at the end of the day,
number one offense right now.
I feel like we better coach, and that's gonna get us to win.
Oh my God.
We are better coach.
I mean, that could be a good reason. That's really a good reason.
3 weeks ago, y'all didn't
my coach has a Super Bowl ring. Yours?
You said what?
My coach has a Super Bowl ring. Does yours?
I mean, we want to base that off of what that 1 year with Aaron Rodgers. Then okay,
he has one.
Because Aaron Rodgers wanted him to go.
It's not with y'all though. It's not with y'all.
Because Aaron
Rodgers
say
our coach have a Super Bowl appearance. Like they won with us, so I can't.
We got more star power on each side. Like we got, come on, like Micah Parsons, what Washington fans thought Chase Young was. Like, that's what thought Chase Young was.
That's exactly what he hit.
Like he does everything. He doesn't even rush the passer. Why is he 8th in sacks? He doesn't even rush the passer full time. Let's not even
history every week.
He's a dog.
Let's talk about
y'all line him up at D in a lot though.
He's literally going to
we had guys out. We had D-Law
okay,
out.
So that's what he's been doing for the past couple of weeks. We
I
can't
know,
give
he
no
was
props.
lined up.
I'm sorry that Chase Young went his rookie year. He's been double team a lot. If you look at the double team percentages, Chase Young is fairly high for the past 2 years.
That's not really our problem. You can't. I don't want my guy to be double team. Like I can't. Like there's no way to.
But as a coach, you supposed to run that. As a coach, you supposed to game plan for double. Like you supposed to game plan for that.
Also,
that's a lot about Montez.
Game plan for Aaron Donald when they have a double team.
Washington allows 25 points per game.
Different.
We only allow 22.
Yeah.
25, 22.
My defense.
That was before the bye week boys came to town.
Come on. Come on. Them boys is undefeated. Since when?
Hold on, but look, about this Chase Young situation in the double team. I know he getting double team a lot, but let's not act like Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen, and them not taking care of business too.
Allen's been the best player on the defense, period.
When
that's why the double team is dumb because you're double teaming the non-best player. They don't double team Terrell Lewis and the Rams. They double team Aaron Donald. That's the dumb part that the teams are doing. Why would you double team he's not the best defender on the defense. It's been Jonathan Allen. The last 2 years.
I know, but I'm saying that's why it's opening up more for them.
Right.
I'm not
craziest thing ever.
Just putting everything on Chase Young. Y'all talking about Michael Parsons having the better year than Chase Young. But at the end of the day, we got.
Yes.
I mean, yes. I'm gonna say
his 1 year compared to both of his is way better.
Well, he got hurt, so he get
ACL. Come on,
you know what I'm saying? But
to be honest, Chase Young didn't come alive last year till after our bye week. Same way he could have did this year. We got dogs that play when it get cold. We got dogs that play when it get cold.
And we running
the
different
right
when that
weather change.
Right?
I'm disappointed we're not gonna be able to get. I'm not gonna be able to see Chase Young on the ground with Tyron Smith on that left side. That's what I'm sad about.
Yeah, I need to worry about Ted.
I couldn't wait.
You need to worry about who?
You don't want to see that.
I
couldn't wait.
Sir,
he's still blocking his teammate.
No, Montez.
That was 1 week.
Blocking your teammate.
Oh, Sweat will be coming back this week too. That's
Need to worry
another
about
thing.
Ted.
He is practicing this week. That's another.
What side is he? He must be on the right side. I think he's on the right side. No. He's on the left side.
His last appearance was a pick 6.
He might be switching since Jay Young. Dak wasn't playing that time. Remember that?
Oh my God, that
Washington is 6-1 against Dak Prescott. Remember that?
Y'all is
remember
0-2 against the Washington football team.
Oh my God, we're not. We're not doing that. We're not doing
Yeah.
that. That does not count.
We on this 2-game winning streak. Stop
That's not his
Bang
name.
it.
Still,
Y'all
he's
is
not
gonna keep doing
on the
that.
check.
Since Dak came in the league, 2016, how many times have y'all beat them? Once. And it was because of a missed field goal.
How many times were we healthy against Dak? How many times were we healthy?
Hey, Reggie, I got a question with y'all. What's that saying? You only as good as your last game, right?
Oh my God.
That's all I need.
If you want to make it your last 2 games,
That's what I'm saying. You're only as good as your last
you won
game.
our last game, though.
That's all I need to hear.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you.
Go ahead.
Law, I'm gonna ask Law.
okay.
Why you not asking me?
Team, you said what?
Why you not asking
I
me?
don't want to get this one. I'm gonna get this one to Law. Your team has 6 picks on the season.
No way.
6. That's it.
We do.
Why does one player on my team have more picks
6,
than your whole defense?
I mean,
I think Anthony Brown got 3.
He got more picks than a lot of people in the NFL. Like, I mean,
Hey, a lot more, not more than
like,
your team is one.
What are we doing? We're still getting dubs. My defense is still playing great football.
Y'all just started winning. Y'all, you supposed to beat teams like this. You don't.
So
let it
this
get past.
is
You
showing
supposed
we have
to be
improved
beating.
coaching. They're trusting the staff. We're putting guys in the right places. Landon Collins, he's not at safety anymore. He's making tackle for loss. Like he's making plays. Like
He
coaching.
just loves naming Collins.
Coaching.
He's a bum.
look, we was figuring ourselves out.
Have y'all not realized people go to Washington to get paid, not to win games? They go because they know they're gonna get paid, but not to win.
Come
They
on.
do
All
whatever
I do
they
is
want.
hey, DC team, baby.
Listen
true.
there. Listen
Why are we
there.
giving Zeke money?
Yeah, great question, but
That's
that's
a great
another day.
question.
Pollard is better than Zeke, in my opinion.
That's a great question, but yeah. One
Pollard-
thing about the Redskins, they know that. I feel like they know the
Joey Doing
identity though. They do know the identity of the team.
Literally.
They know what they can do. They know what they can't do. They not saying how to get. Yeah, we need 400 yards and 4 touchdowns.
You see what I'm saying? Like, no. That's
we
not,
need you to throw a 20-yard out, Heineke. They're not
I do
asking to do that.
respect the coaching. I do respect the coaching for sure. You know what I'm saying? Heineke's doing his job. I can give credit. He, you know what I'm saying? I like bro because he's not afraid to take the shots. You know what I'm
Just
saying?
give Trubisky to me.
They trust him.
Like he's gonna get it there. It's gonna be what it's gonna be.
They trust him so much. We're like
But
on 4th down.
It's
But-
Trubisky.
our
Trubisky.
defense is not going for that. Our defense is not going for those jump balls and all that. We're not
I
going
know. What I'm gonna tell y'all is,
Anthony Brown. What's up?
Hey, look, I want to
Yes,
shift the
Anthony
topic
Brown.
real quick.
so if he catch a pick Sunday, I want y'all to remember y'all keep saying his name over and over again. So we show y'all what he's really about. All right.
Yo.
If he do, it's gonna be an accident. It's not gonna be good.
Hey.
stuff.
it's actually wild.
Oh.
Before that Thanksgiving game, he actually was rated like one of the top corners
It's
in terms
sick.
of coverage.
He don't not turn his head though.
Like in P, like
By
even
who?
Top Focus rated him like really high, like in coverage. And
He was
stuff.
having a decent little season, but
Hey, what's that saying again? We'll make
Just that fast.
what's that saying again? You good as your last game? I want to make sure you hear that again.
Thank you,
I
Mo.
just want to say
It's
that
one
again.
game.
oh my god.
Make sure we
You
know
wanna
that
what's
again.
crazy?
It's one
Y'all
game.
keep saying Anthony
Yeah,
Brown,
one
but he has half of what your team has. 3. He got 3. Your team has 6. I'm
Your team
confused.
got
Like,
6.
I'm lost.
Like he has one bad. But listen, you know, as a corner,
How many
he
penalties?
has, you know, if you play corner, you play DB. You have a bad game.
He play a lot of man too for some reason.
It's hard. If you have a bad game, we play a lot of man. I think like 85% of our defense snaps is man.
So is this
I
coming
haven't
back?
heard McLaurin's
Terry
name.
got
But
a
I
bad-
haven't heard Terry McLaurin's name this whole podcast.
You don't have a bad
though.
game. Like
That's all I
what-
want to know.
Why-
I'm
why
on
are they
a
not talking
podcast with
about
Washington 14 fans. I have not heard Terry McLaurin's name one time. And
Because
that's
we
what
don't
the
need
NFL has done to this man.
This is the point. This is the point. We don't need to
Terry is
explain about Terry yet.
192
We talking about our
yards and
defense.
1,000.
We already know what Terry gonna do. Terry
I don't know anything.
is what we already know what he's
last
gonna
week.
do.
I know nothing.
Terry is
Hold on, this is the last game.
192 yards.
I wish I could share my screen.
Casey
Wow.
Hayward said jail time, buddy.
Wow.
Like, come on.
You
Hey
said-
Law. If you want to know what's on the screen, if you want to put that stuff on the screen, I swear I'll put it on the screen for our video. Stop
Thank
playing
you.
with me.
And
I
show
will.
the vid. And show this.
Oh no. Oh,
I-
Down to the throw. Lofting one. He's got a man. It's McLaurin in stride. Touchdown, Washington. There's a flag down back around the 30-yard line.
Edited in that one play makes you one play makes you down.
Okay.
So you're only as good as your
It's
last
not easy
game,
transitioning. Transitioning as a rookie is not easy. Transitioning, playing corner in the NFL as a rookie is not easy. Like, it's not.
Bro, he wasn't scared. I don't care if you got beat. You was a dog. You wasn't scared of him. I don't care if you lose. You better fight.
Not in gonna be fighting.
You know what your dad told you? Your dad, you get punched in the face. You
right.
might lose the fight, but don't get laid to the ground.
Not
You
in
gotta
the
keep punching.
Right.
Eventually, you gonna win.
Hey, if he not scared, that's cool though. He gonna do it this week. He not scared this week. He gonna get burnt again this week. But you know, I appreciate his fight. I appreciate his fight.
You know what I don't understand?
First, you might take that personal this week.
You only as good as your last game.
You might take that personal this week. He travels
he's
now.
gonna take it bird.
You might take that personal this week. I'm just saying, they said Justin Jefferson. They said Thielen.
I'm gonna tag
Hey,
him.
what's your line?
Hey,
you only as good as one.
Hey, TMZ.
Yeah, you said what?
Nah, he was snitching, bro.
What's
Like,
your line? You only as good as
You talking about the
your last
matchup
game?
between Terry and Trayvon Diggs. So if you want to talk about as good as your last game, the last time he played Trayvon Diggs, he burnt him. So if you want to talk about as good as your last game, you gonna use my saying to say as good as your last game?
When did Terry have his last game?
Play, though. That was one play.
You talking about one play? What did he do? The
One
whole
play.
other
He
game?
got him for 40 plays. Like, come on, bro. One play. Now, also,
Did he score a touchdown on that one play?
He did score a touchdown on that one play.
He did.
And what happened
That
the
was
play
that
before?
was his only touchdown.
They was arguing, wasn't they? They was
They
fighting.
were
or something.
They were
Yeah,
arguing.
that game?
No, Trayvon was fighting. Terry didn't want to hit. Next play.
Well, for one, Terry is not even that guy. He's not that. He's not that argument.
not that guy.
He's not even the
Terry-
argument type. So that's not even his
He's not.
character.
Yeah, that's why I said.
Let's not act like
That's
this
why I
influence.
said.
This man no
He's not
damn
that
Des
guy.
Bryant.
That's why I
his
said
character.
Trayvon was arguing. Terry
He ain't
was.
Santana Moss. He's not from the U. What are we
Y'all
doing?
know what? Y'all know what?
He's not
Y'all know
no
what?
dog
Diggs
like
from?
that. You stop it.
Y'all know
He-
what Diggs from? He don't want no smoke for real.
You
Come
don't.
on, man. Terry don't want that smoke.
I
You
think it's
know
gonna be a
where
great
that line
matchup
from.
for real. Diggs because Diggs last year really that was weird. We ran a weird little scheme last year.
That defensive scheme last year was trash.
It was terrible. That was an all.
Because he got beat on the play. He got beat by like 5 yards. In the NFL, that's not normal to get beat by
It was
5
a
yards.
double
That
move.
means something
I think it
happened.
was 10.
Something happened bad. I don't care if he's slow or not. Tyreek Hill ain't beat nobody by no 5 yards.
That's not
From the deep
That's
right.
Crazy.
I
Usually
can't
as a
hold it.
safety.
I think Trayvon Diggs might have the better hands than all the Redskins receivers.
Watch
Can't
it.
even hold you.
Terry got the
Not
best
Redskins.
hands in the division.
Not Redskins.
You said what? He got the best
Terry
hands.
had
Where?
the best hands in the division. I'm sorry, you do.
Come on now. What you forgot? We got Amari Cooper or something? That's
Amari
nonsense
Cooper
you
a good
talking.
route runner, but we
Said
never said he got
hands,
good
not
hands.
route
Can he not?
He's a route runner. We ain't never said nothing about he got
I'm
good hands.
confused.
I said hands, not
How
route
many
running.
drops do Amari Cooper have this year?
Who leading contested catches? Go ahead and look at that real quick.
Oh, how many drops?
Who
does
leading
Terry
contested
have?
catches?
How many
Who
drops does he
leading?
have this year?
I'm sorry
Multiple
you're
drops.
contested because
Multiple drops.
CD got dropped.
I'm sorry you can't get
Say it
over.
though.
I
They
didn't
really-
say
we don't
CD.
drop that many
I said
passes.
Amari
They don't drop
Cooper.
that many passes. I want to say we had dropped.
Terry dropped just as many passes as
Yeah.
CD.
CD
That's what
not
I'm
dropping
saying.
passes, bro. CD what got maybe 1, maybe 2 drops in the season. Maybe
I
2.
think don't
Terry,
got none. He
I
got
think
zero.
Terry got like 2.
I can look it up. I think
He probably got like
Hold on, hold on. I got the
He
stat.
probably
I got the
Y'all
stat.
saying it.
I got the stat.
Y'all saying it like
Hey,
Terry.
don't you worry.
McLaurin
Don't you worry. I
dropped
got
the
the stat. Let me tell you.
ball. Go ahead.
Terry only got 4 drops.
Okay, 4. How much does Lamb got? Lamb probably got like 3.
Lamb got 4.
Okay, so he got 4 drops. I mean, that's normal. On this drops is normal if you're a receiver. You can't drop in the fourth quarter. You just you got it. I'm sorry, you got it in you gonna drop some passes. Now hopefully your drop don't end up with a pick. Sometimes that happens.
Terry-
That's where a game.
Terry, he's a number 1 receiver and all, but I mean, he doesn't get a lot of receptions week in and week out. He had 3 last week, 3 for 22. I mean,
because usually he's a
That's pretty
receiver
average
that the
to me.
corner's gonna travel.
I mean, this is what we got to understand about Washington right now. Since the bye week, we have been using the run game a lot more. We have been taking the ball out of Taylor Heineke's hands lesser, and so his attempts has been lower. So we're not. I understand if you look at Terry McLaurin. Number 1, we have injuries on the wide receivers. So you know Terry McLaurin is getting triple team, blanketed, all that. But we're using the run game right now to be able to do what we have to do, and that's how we've been controlling the time of possession. That's how we are giving Our defense much rest, so when they come in, they're straight flying, and we're doing the best we can right now. So the point is, I understand that you're trying to use this Terry with 3 receptions and 22 yards. Let me tell you, all 3 catches were some big catches that Terry did last week, and he did it the week before, and he did it when Carolina, and he doggone did it in Tampa. You know that. So Terry make catches when needs to be done. We give it to Terry when Terry needs to when we need Terry to get stuff done, and he always gets stuff done for us. So that's the point.
Our second leading receiver is McKissick.
Exactly. And JD McKissick is coming back, and I swear he is going to be the underrated player out this whole entire matchup. Because at the end of the day, JD McKissick, number one, he's a very good a blitz reader because he can pick up the blitz a lot.
He pick up
blocking is very good. And in the passing game, he's very valuable to us in the passing game, and we use him a lot. So it's going to be a good thing. And then the fact that Michael Parsons is so aggressive, like he's downhill, which is good for him. He has a very good future in the league. But we can use that against him with J.D. McKissick because he's going to have to start acknowledging J.D. McKissick out on that flat too.
I say that man.
He's got to run. That's fact.
Micah can't run with McKissick.
No, he can't.
It's not that Micah. We know Micah can't run.
That's why I want him though.
So I'm saying I'd rather, that's what I'm saying. Micah is not a good coverage guy. I want him to go downhill. If he's going downhill, it gives good opportunities for JD McKissick. But come on, Ron, you know this, Ron. Micah Parsons, as good of a rusher.
He don't really guard running backs though for some reason. I don't know if it's our scheme or something, but I don't know.
Y'all not putting Vander Esch on JD McKissick.
Oh no, he's absolutely garbage. He's garbage, but he's complete garbage. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe rivalry week. Maybe that turns the boys up. I'm hoping that I get an A ever from both teams. That is my absolute goal. I want best game versus best game. I don't want no excuses. I don't want to miss field goals. I don't want nothing. I want we had our best game and we still lost. That's the real pain. That was our when you play Joe, you're like, dang, Heineke was 65% and we still lost.
Well, he's 70% for the past 4 games,
and we still lost. So it's just like that's the real that hurts the worst because we've seen Cowboys fans. We know how a great game you can still lose. We've seen Roman do it freaking 1,000 times. 7 touchdowns, 500 yards lost. That hurts worse than your quarterback is being trash. It does because you had a chance. So now the Washington football team finally feels like they have a chance. Now they can feel pain. And that's what I'm excited about. And that's what I'm excited about. It's never fun when you knew you were going to lose.
I honestly
think you can win.
You said what, Law?
Honestly predict 27-24 us.
And this is at home. This is a Washington football team. They're playing at home. This is kind of must win.
I'm gonna go 21. I'm gonna go 24-21 us.
I'm gonna go 2017. I think it's gonna be more a defensive game than an offensive game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, I'm gonna go 38-17.
Hey, oh my God.
That's what I'm
Greg is the only one.
38-17. I'm gonna just take it there.
Hey, come on.
Yeah, I'll probably go 27.
I'm gonna go 28-17. Though. I'm gonna go 28-17.
I feel like it's gonna be a lot of
points. Got even said a heck of a game.
I think it's gonna be a lot of field goals for real. I don't know. I just always divisional games always go. No one can get once you get in the red zone, it gets murky in the red zone.
That's why I said it's gonna be more.
Yeah, but when you got 3 number 1 receivers, against cornerbacks, field
I mean, Denver looked pretty good against y'all when y'all had y'all 3 number 1.
9:30.
But at the end of the day, but what I'm saying is that
that's a cornerback tandem in Denver though.
Yeah, Denver though.
Then y'all don't got them boys. Y'all
got William Jackson.
Kendall has been doing good so far this past week.
He's not practicing for 10 in a second.
William Jackson,
he's not that guy from Bama.
William Jackson last week allowed 0 catches.
He's not that guy from Bama. He can do whatever he wants. I'm telling you, he's not that guy.
Who we talking about?
I think it's going to be a sweet game, though.
Did we not see DK Metcalf? 1 catch for 13 yards?
That's Seattle though. I don't even want to.
Come on, Seattle is garbage.
He's not getting targets.
Russell Wilson's not your guy no more.
He's not getting targets though.
Russell Wilson's not a good quarterback no more.
Why isn't he getting targets?
Good though since
I'm gonna say this.
Why isn't he getting targets?
He hasn't been playing good.
He hasn't. He needs at least 8 a game.
And wait, hold up. Before we end it, Ron, you just said he hasn't since the injury, right? Because he injured his hand, right?
Yeah,
he injured his hand last week too, right? But they happy about that win, right?
That was
he injured his hand 3-4 weeks ago.
4 of their 19.
I'm happy about the win on the defensive side. Our defense, I feel like our defense stepped up. You know what I'm saying?
Our defense has played at least top 15 minimum.
We got some sneaky guys. We got Jerron Kearse. He's very, very, very sneaky. He's a playmaker.
They Lennon Collins.
I mean, we all ranked. We ranked 5th or 6th right now.
Real safety next game.
KZ does what he's supposed to do. He's not OD, but he does what he's supposed to do.
He's average, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Outside of the Thanksgiving game, Anthony Brown was doing his job on other side of Diggs. You know, people start targeting Diggs, whatever it may be. Micah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? We get Gregory back this week. We got D-Law back. Gilmore, like defense not gonna be a problem. Right now, without them.
Man, offense, everybody healthy.
For sure.
Zeke a little banged up. We all see that. Hey, I'm not gonna blame that. If he playing, he good. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to hear no excuses from him. If he playing, he good.
All right.
I'm honestly thinking of an aggressive game by Ron Rivera. He already knows
that's gonna lose you the game.
We played one division game, so this is starting our division play. He's like,
I feel like
if we have any chance of
this is a revenge game for us.
It's all about revenge. You don't have the personnel to be too aggressive though.
Huh? No, I'm not saying not too aggressive, but like 4th down, like we got like a backup. We just signed a kicker like last week. You know what I'm saying? Not too confident.
When every team plays the Cowboys, it's 4th and 3, we're going for it.
We're going for it.
It's just because you're not scoring 30, you're not going to win.
Simple as that.
So it's like, we're going for it. We faced that literally all year. We had 10 still going for them 4th and 3. They say, yeah, like that's just how we're used to that though.
The first drive.
Okay, so Law, Moo, you haven't given your last thoughts. And I think that's it. I think everybody else kind of said their last thing. I think it's just you.
Yeah.
You talking about my prediction?
Just like your last thoughts to get to the podcast before we end it.
Oh, my last thoughts. Pretty much the bye week boys. You know, I feel like the bye week boys. We're gonna take this win. We're gonna win by 10. It's gonna be a good coach game. We're gonna control the time of possession. Pretty much keep dacking them not one, pretty much.
For sure.
And that's how it's gonna go. We're gonna keep the offense. We're gonna keep y'all offense off the field. We're just gonna control the game, man. I think we got a good game coming in. I think Antonio Gibson gonna turn up some more.
Yes, sir.
He had a hat trick last year on y'all. He might do it again. Never know. Yeah, that's how it's gonna go, man. We gonna win. Football team. Terry and Hunter, y'all. Touchdown.
I like that. Hey, I like that. Hey, I like that.
Make that big. Edit it, man. Make sure you make that big, man.
And look, all right, now I think that's a perfect segue to end the episode. I mean, definitely thanks you all for coming on. Thanks, a great episode. Everybody got their points in. We got a lot of good talk. It's rivalry week, and this is a 1:00 game, so we'll know very early in the day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Malcolm.
Hey, I appreciate everybody for coming on. I really enjoyed this barbershop talk. I'm glad my Washington team was able to show with their gear so we can show what's up and how committed we are as a fan base. But at the end of the day, thanks y'all for tuning in. Follow us on Instagram and on Twitter at Malc and Ron Show. We have a lot of crazy takes with Ron. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of different stuff going on. So make sure y'all tune in. All right. See y'all though.
All right.
Cowboys Nation.